All right.
Okay, so I start now.
Okay.
Okay, so good morning, guys. So I'm happy that today I can have a presentation and sharing off some of my thoughts that on Lexi Suite Penang, which is one of my hotel that I love their hotel services so much, and yet so I decided to make on further research for this particular subject. Okay, so before I start my presentation today, for those who do not know me, so my name is Ooi Wei Khang, and today I'm actually would like to discuss about the future business strategies that Lexis Suite Hotel can further develop in the future and some of the issue they are facing during this pandemic moment. So I believe that most of us, or even I could say all of us, had heard before Lexis Suite Penang, right? It's actually located at Teluk Kumbar. So, but did you guys know that during the moment when we are facing this pandemic, there are actually some industry out there do suffer a lot. So one of the example is hospitality industry. So with this in mind, and this is the reason for my talk today. So now I will be moving on to starting how to share. Okay. So next, I'll be start by introducing some of the company background to you guys. So from the first PowerPoint slide, we can know that Lexis Suite Penang is actually one of the branches that owned by Lexis Hotel Group. There are also few branches out there such as Lexis Suite Port Dickson, Grand Lexis Port Dickson, and their upcoming project, Port Dickson, their upcoming project, Lexus Ultima. Yeah, so all these are the branches that owned by Lexis Hotel Group. And also basically what they do is providing world-class hotel services to all their hotel guests, such as excellent room service attitude and also emphasizing on room tidiness and quality and etc. So we also can know that Lexisuit Penang started to run their business in Penang since January 2016 until present, which is year 2021. So moving on, each of their rooms actually come with in-room swimming pool and private steam room. This is the main factor that make them different from their competitors and also the main reason why Lexis Suite Penang could able to attract countless of tourists, travelers, or even guests from different countries to come and visit the hotel every year. Yeah, so above are the introduction about the company. So let's take a look on the issue that they are facing during this pandemic. So the main reason they are facing is actually on how to retain their existing employee and attract the new candidates to join them in this hospitality industry. So one of the main factor which is regarding to wages. So as we know that during this pandemic, a lot of employees out there is actually facing the issue of wages reduction, and also even new candidates couldn't get a job that able to provide the pay that can fit their status. So the next issue, which is booking and revenue challenge, this is actually would like to discuss about how's the impact of the pandemic had actually harmed the hotel overall business performance. And also moving on is the customer expectation. The customer expectation toward hospitality industry is changing constantly. So um, as we know that from the previous year back in the 90s, customers and guests are more prefer to have a 24/7 room service, right? But right now, hotel guests is more preferred to have a stable and good Wi-Fi connection in their room. This is one of the example that customer expectation is changing. And the last issue is the implementation of technology, which means that hotel they must to have a high awareness on the advancement of technology. So for this, we can actually make an example, uh, which is how to say, um, which is yeah, can I have an example which is in the previous year we have to walk in to the hotel. The only way to done our room reservation is to direct walk into the hotel to make for the room reservation. But right now we can actually get all these things done by just a simple click from our mobile phone. Yeah, so this is the aspect that hotel or even Lexis Suite Penang can have a further investment in the future. As we can see also, the position of receptionist might be replaced by contactless service, especially after we have gone through this pandemic. Yeah, so above is the issue that faced by Lexis Suite Penang. And now I will be talking about the recommendation part. So for the recommendation part, I will suggest that Lexis Penang can help a customer live chat platform to connect with their hotel guests 24/7 all the time. So this is the reason because I will include insight into recommendation is because now we know that some of the hotel guests might do their reservation at the late night. So sometimes they may encounter some of the issue that couldn't be solved by automation, such as auto reply message. Okay, so next will be they can actually utilize the efficiency of AR, which is how Apple now is doing inside the Apple Store. So that by adding the efficiency of AR into their online website, customer or guests can actually have a virtual 360-degree view on their room layout. So moving on, they can actually encourage hotel guests that before check-in into their hotel to post some of their videos and picture that is regards to Lexisuit into their social media. So this is also one of the strategies and ways to enhance their social media marketing. Besides that, they can also implement influencer marketing. This simply means that they can actually invite all those online influencers that famous on Instagram or Facebook to come to visit their hotel without charging any fees from them. And also, this can rely on their social media following to prove and promote hotel reputation and layout more easily. So those online influencer, their followers can actually know more about Lexisuit in more details. And also use hashtag often, which also means that for some posts, Lexisuit can actually add hashtag inside. So it's also easier for Instagram user to get know about their profile, their exist in this market. So as we also know that search engine optimization is improving all the time. Okay, so after all, we can actually conclude that to have a repeat customer is the key point for hotel to survive in the long term. So therefore, there's nothing important than keeping their customer first than others. So one of the way they can actually maintain a good relationship with their customer or their hotel guests is to reaching out with them through a post-booking communication. This simply means that when a hotel guest done their room reservation and before they arrive the hotel, Lexis Penang can actually send a warm greeting or even get to know is there any special requirement that request from the guest. Just do it before the guest is arrive at the hotel. And also they can also be proactive on approaching each of their guests and get to know what is their needs, what is the thing that they really want. And I think that this is a good start for them to have more repeat customer in the future. And in summary, I can say that they can measure those strategy that I had mentioned earlier in two ways. One is review on the hotel financial status. Another one is review on the sales performance. So in the hotel financial status, they can actually observe through the average length of stay for each guest. So as we know that the longer the guest stay in the hotel, which means that the higher profit turned into them. And also for the hotel And also for the hotel sales performance report, they can observe through a simple comparison, like a before and after comparison on their occupancy rate. Yeah, so above is all my presentation for today. Thank you.